creating money out of thin air by being creative. As adults, we're overjobbed, overschooled. By the time we hit our mid-20s, early 30s, we've been in school for 2 decades, almost 3 decades. Most kids, as you've seen, their parents say that, oh, they're brilliant, they're creative, I never know where they come up with this stuff, it's unbelievable. Well, kids are in a dream state until they're about 5 years old, basically until they get into school. Once they get into school, they are taught uniformity and basically don't stand out. Learn what we tell you to learn because that's the right thing to do. So really their creative mind is, for a large part, shut off. They don't want to be there. You didn't want to be there. By the time you get out of school, you're caught up in a situation where you're basically just trying to fit in and get a good job and not really do much, anything important. So I created this video and this post to inspire people to start being creative again. If you're not creative now, you can learn. It's not like you can't get back in shape. And creative is like being in shape. Just because you haven't worked out in 20 years doesn't mean you can't start now. Just for example, over the last 3-4 months, I've created money several different ways, and each one of those ways was very unique. Some ways were for me and some ways were for other people. Last night I was talking to a buddy who was sick, down and out. He was literally planning on giving up and dying. And I'm pleading with this guy and trying to tell him, like, just don't give up. I don't know how to help you, but don't give up. And he goes on to tell me that some of the recent things that's happened in his life, he has a house. He's got a 4-bedroom house, 2 bath. So I start thinking, like, how can this guy use this house maybe to produce some income? Because he sure as heck can't keep a job. Not that any of us would want to. So by the end of the conversation, we found out a way to make an extra $120 to $150 a day, maybe more, just renting out single bedrooms to tourists. He happens to live in a touristy type city. And basically took him from no income to a full-time income within a 20-minute conversation, just by being creative. And it's not even that creative. Definitely creative does not mean smart. So anyway, that's how you create money out of thin air, by staying creative, by thinking about what value you can provide to people, and then providing it. I think your life will change drastically whenever you realize that.